Wednesday at 3 o'clock. So Larry Andersen here with us to talk about it. What's up, L.A.?
How you doing? How's everything?
What's up, L.A.?
It's funny, depending on when we have you on. Like last week, we're like, why can't they hit? And then we come on the day after they score 14 runs. What I'm trying to decide here, L.A., is, like, I watch some other baseball games, but essentially what I'm just doing is watching the Phillies every single game. Is it the Phillies that are, the offense will look completely anemic, and then I'll believe for 2 games, and then it'll look anemic again? Or is that just, if I watched any baseball team, even a really, really good baseball team, every single game, would it drive me crazy like that? Or is it specific to the Phillies?
No, I don't think it's specific. I think this is pretty much standard around baseball now. It's just the inconsistency. I think part of it, bringing guys up. I mean, you got guys in the big leagues that have pitched 28 innings and have walked 20 batters, and they're in the big leagues. Like, before that would get you released. Now this go around, you get to the big leagues. So I think it's pretty much all the way around the game. You don't expect a whole lot of consistency.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit, and I think part of it with the hitting is the concentration on trying to hit home runs and lift the ball. It reminds me a little bit in the NBA with all the three-point stuff. Like, you'll have a game where there's the team super hot from 3, and then the next game they shoot 10 of 42, and they look like 2 completely different teams. They did the same thing. It was just they're doing things. When you're trying to hit home runs all the time, you're not going to hit home runs all the time. So either it'll work or it won't work, it seems like.
It's basically walk, strikeout, or home run all around baseball. I mean, that's the game plan for just about every team: walk, strikeout, or home run. It just I don't know how I don't for the most part, and this is not exclusive to Phillies. I look around and I watch batters come to the plate, and I'm like, were you looking for that pitch up and in off the plate, first pitch? Is that what you were looking for, and that's why you swung at it? I mean, I watch it all around, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. It's just, it's baffling. And, and then on the other side on pitchers, it's like, how hard can I throw? It doesn't matter where I'm throwing it. It's just how hard can I throw? Yeah. And I see a lot of guys just coming up and just trying to throw the hell out of the ball, and with secondary thought of location. But the first thought is, how hard can I throw it, or how much can I spin it? It's I don't know. I think that's where the game is. That's what the game is right now, and that's I think the reflection of that is what you're seeing today and all around baseball is just inconsistency. One day they'll hit like the 27 Yankees, and the next day they'll hit like the 1972 Reno Silver Sox.
Had a good team.
Did you play on that team?
No, it was not.
So let me ask you about Luzardo. Last night was really an encapsulation of the Luzardo experience, which is, for a lot of the innings, dominant, struck out 13 guys. There's that one inning. Now, the defense did him no favors, but like, what happens and what is the difference? We were talking before the show. Like, Sanchez and Wheeler, they get a little bit of traffic, they bear down, and they limit the damage. Luzardo, it seems like he has a tendency to let it, snowball. What is happening with Luzardo in those innings that seem to be problematic for him?
I think part of it is that and I've said this a few times that and not to disrespect, but part of it is, I think, like, the hitter gets a timeout every at bat. They get a timeout. A pitcher gets no timeouts, and you're working the pitch clock. I mean, there's a lot more for the pitcher to do than the hitter to do. Hitter, step up, take a foot out of the box and put his foot back in. For a pitcher, it's like you get your sign, you get on the mound, you come set. It's like, whoa, time to go. Like, why is it that? And I really think baseball should look into this or think about it. It's like, give a pitcher one timeout an inning, or give your pitchers 5 timeouts a game, or something where when things start snowballing on you, some pitchers, and I felt like I was that. I needed to walk around the mound for a second, collect my thoughts, get my stuff back together, if you will. and pitchers, there's no time to do that with the pitch clock now. You start getting hit, and it's like, okay, I got to get on the mound, or I'm going to get called. It's going to be an automatic ball, and you don't want to get behind right out of the chute without even throwing a pitch. It's like, why can't the pitcher get a break? Why can't he get a timeout? The hitter gets it, and he doesn't. To me, the hitter doesn't need a timeout. Why does a pitcher not get a timeout when they're the ones that may need it? More so, anyway.
Yeah, it does seem like a lot of the hitters use those timeouts pretty strategically too, to sort of, they'll call it late, or if they're
right.
I had not thought of that the way the pitch clock, obviously the pitch clock will rush a pitcher, but in a situation like that a breather, maybe that's why I feel like we see Caleb Cotham, we see mound visits from the pitching coach more than we used to, and maybe that's what they're trying to use that for, to give the guy a breather.
I think they use it probably at least 50% of the time just for that. Yeah. Coming out there, and it's like things start unrolled or snowballing or whatever, and you need a break, and you can't. It's like, can I get a timeout without getting punished? Can I have a few seconds? Can I have 30 seconds instead of 21 seconds or whatever it is, 18, 19? So I don't even know what it is anymore. But can I get 30 seconds? Can I get 10 extra seconds just to take a deep breath, get my thoughts together, get things back rolling where I want them to be. And I don't think that's asking too much, and I don't think it's outlandish to think about that as a rules committee, to say, hey, let's give the pitchers a break,
So your boy Fritz over here, has been begging for the Phillies to put Kerkering in more high-leverage situations.
This is a little too thick.
Well, you've been begging for it. You've been begging for it. Now, I love Kerkering.
You're trying to get one thing right over me, and you're going to hang this over my head for the rest of the summer. Yes, you are.
Well, I get a lot of things right over you, but I just want to be clear.
We have company, guys.
Yeah, sorry. L.A. Fritz begging for Kerkering to be in a high-leverage situation. He's in one last night. That was... that inning was murder. What did you see from Kerkering there? Because he had been on a real good roll for the last couple of months.
Sometimes it just comes down to, is there somebody behind me? To help to relax you a little bit. Like, it goes back to the situation, the setup guy or a closer. That there's more pressure on the closer because there's nobody behind him. On a setup guy, generally, you should be able to be more relaxed because you got that closer behind you. But if nobody's warming up and you notice that, and you're like, oh, it's on me.
Right.
I think you can put more pressure on yourself. But I do agree with Jack in that I wanted to see Kerkering in the later situations, and because I think he's been in some tight situations and he's done well.
Yes.
But to go in this situation, it's a one-run game, 8th inning. This is a good hitting team, period. I mean, they put the bat on the ball, and they obviously look at the league numbers, or the total numbers. They score some runs.
Yep.
And I think sometimes I don't know what happened right out of the chute, like the walk. It's like, man, he just didn't make pitches. I think it's hard to gauge on one game because he's been really good, but sometimes those tighter situations, they give you a chance to put more pressure on yourself, and that's the only thing I can think. Maybe he did that a little bit last night when we haven't seen that before, and he's been in some tough situations before. Maybe not like this one, but all the emotions and the way the game went, and to come in and go, okay, I can't screw up, I can't make a mistake here, and you start thinking that, and that's where the thought precedes the action comes into play. Oh, I can't hang this breaking ball. Boom, see ya. Oh no, 8-6. And it's one of those things. I think you got to be able to slow the game down, especially late in the game in those situations.
What do you think about that? Listen, they go down 8-6. I'm cursing at home. I'm cursing at home. Yeah. I can't believe after they just gave us that exciting go-ahead inning by going up 6-5. That happens. But then they come back in the top of the ninth and do what they did. That's got to be pretty encouraging. It's just something about this team, right? It's something there that they believe as long as they still have outs available to them, they can get a win. Is that starting to build with these guys?
I think it is. I really do. I think I think it started a while back, not long ago, but I think they really started going, you know what, we can do this. We can, it might have sounded outlandish a month ago, but I think I got to believe right now they're thinking, hey, we can win this division. And it's, I mean, as well as the Braves have been going, but they've had some injuries and things haven't gone quite as well for them of late. And I think the Phil's you're just looking for that consistency like the Braves had for the first 2 months. You know, the Phils maybe can get some of that going, and you know, by the end of the season, maybe, you know, have a shot at overtaking the Braves. And I think they're believing that. I do. I think they need it from everybody. And I think there's still some holes. There's still some question marks. But I think with those guys, with that group of guys in there, I think they believe that they can take care of any situation until the game's over.
I tell you, man, that's the thing, L.A., and I'm not breaking news to you as you're a former athlete yourself, but you give us something to sort of hang our hat on or believe in.
Yeah.
Like we'll it's like almost having a new goal in front of you, and now you're trying to achieve that. So yeah, you're right. They see this division is in their sights, and I believe they believe they can run the Braves down and win this thing.
Yeah, and I think when they look at with the rotation too, I think they got to have it in the back of their head, especially from the time they got Wheeler back, things started to change, I think, and then realizing like, okay, we got two aces, we got a Luzardo who can shove it up anybody's rear end at any time.
Whoa.
So you put those three guys at the top of the rotation. It's you know. They got to be feeling good about everything. That, you know, if they can get to the playoffs, they keep saying, if we can get to the playoffs, we got these three guys. I mean, not that the other guys can't help or can't do the job, but to look at what they have there at the top, they got to feel pretty good about it.
All right, the last one, LA. So in the loss, Brandon Marsh hits a home run. On TV, they show Harper having like a heart-to-heart with Marsh before the at-bat. And Marsh said he gave him, you know, like a pump-up speech or, you know, be yourself, that sort of thing. I have remarked that me, personally, I don't see a lot of that out of Harper. Do you, like, the two-pronged question. One, how meaningful is it for somebody like Harper to take that sort of role? And then two, do you think he does enough of that?
I think it's a huge benefit to the other guys on the team. I mean, Bryce Harper is the face of this franchise. To me, I think that's just my opinion, obviously. And some people might say, well, I think it's Schwarber. I think Harper is the face of this franchise. And I think he has been since he signed here. And prior to that, he was the face of the Washington franchise. It just, he's got that I don't know, tag to him that wherever he goes, he's going to be that guy.
He's got it factor to him for sure, yes, 100%.
Yes.
Yep.
I would love to see him do more of that. I would love to see him, and not just that, but I mean, you have to be accountable yourself too, to go and do that. But to pump guys up, to go to guys, I think it's huge. To take kind of the leadership role of that club, but you have to. I mean, you have to be looking at everybody, you know, all the time. And I mean, Harper's, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but he's so into what he's doing. I don't mean it. He's being selfish. I think that's how he is. He's so controlled or obsessed with how he wants to be and how he feels he needs to be, that it's hard for him to look around at others and see what they're doing. Again, I don't mean this in a bad way. I'm not saying he's selfish. I think he's brought up to be a certain way, and he is in a sense almost robotic in that he's got to have things going his way for him.
Yep.
And so so his eyes are on him a lot. And again, I have to preface it. I do not mean this in a derogatory way, but that's just, I think, the way he's built, the way he came up. So I think it's harder for him to do that, but when he does, it speaks volumes. And for Marsh to come out and say something about it, I think that, to me, that's like a sign to Harper saying, Bryce, come on, man, you got to take charge of this team. You're our franchise, you're our face. Take charge and become the leader of this team in that way. It's not everybody can do it. But if you can, and you're a guy like that, just much like Dalton was in '93, Bryce has that ability. If he can do it, I don't think it's easy for anybody to do. But if you can, I think it would work wonders for the whole ball club.
Yeah, leading by example is good, but sometimes leading by leading is also good too, And
absolutely.
All right, LA. Well,
you weren't lying about the 72 Reno Silver Sox, by the way.
They couldn't hit
50 and 88.
Oh, they sucked.
Come on, man. Now, LA did have 3 hits that year. 3 for 40, 3 for 47.
Yeah, but check the next year, 73, what I did there. I hit 235, Haas. Every single was a ground ball to right.
There you go. You sound like Crawford. Yeah. All right, LA.
I didn't have quite the speed, though.
Yes, for sure. All right, LA. We appreciate you, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, brother.
You got it. Have a good one.